So Samsung has officially launched the Samsung S26 series, and again they have made that biggest mistake of the year by not actually marketing and emphasizing the new features they are bringing out on their flagship that does matter and changes your whole user experience with the new device. Well, in this video I'm going to talk about 6 things that Samsung didn't emphasize in the official launch event about the Samsung S26 Ultra that will not just blow your mind but change the whole experience, the way you see the Samsung S26. So number 1, I'm going to be starting from the little bits and going to the higher bits and talking about bits. The Samsung S25 Ultra had a native 8-bit screen, but now the S26 Ultra has a 10-bit native screen. Of course, if you're not a professional videographer or editor or something, you might not really have any need for that. But if you're buying a premium phone, you might want to get the colors. So let's put it in perspective. The S25 Ultra has an 8-bit screen that can deliver up to 16.7 million colors. Well, Samsung made a leap to 10-bit, and the difference is that the 10-bit native screen on the S26 Ultra can deliver over 1 billion colors compared to 16.17 million. And Samsung is even not talking about that. This will make a lot of difference. It gives you that full true color, smoother transition, proper HDR, native display abilities like never before. So Samsung didn't talk about that. Number 2 is even more interesting, the little bits that matters, because Pixel brought out color screening a few years back, and then iOS 26 iPhone brought it out, and I used it. And it did handle a lot of spam calls, where right now on Samsung S26 series, you can do call screening, which means that it's going to eliminate almost every spam call that you're getting. And then you get to know why people are calling you. You can filter out the important calls and all that. And that is something they didn't even mention at all in their presentation, which is... So number 3 in the little bits, I'm going to just bring in here kind of what I call the improved AI assets. So there were a whole lot of refinement in the software experience, especially in the AI, and Samsung brought in some things that do change a lot of things. Now, a few years ago, Samsung brought out audio eraser, but right now they've now allowed it to be integrated into the third-party apps like YouTube. You can remove the background noise live while you are watching something, or even a recorded video. You can remove the background noise, and it's actually amazing. Like for me, practical use of AI into everyday use that you will probably use. The next one is Photo Assist, which can now allow you to use prompt to tweak, change photo, improve. There's also Screenshot Arranger, which is kind of interesting. I take a lot of different kind of screenshots, and I've been crying out, would there be anything that will arrange them so I know which type of screenshot I'm looking for? This is very, very impressive. And to cap it all on the AI Assist, there is the new Finder, similar to what you have on the iPhone, but this one can search through everything. It can search through charts. It can search through a whole lot of things. So if you could just have an idea of what you're looking for, it can just get it for you. With a single click, you get there, find exactly what you're looking for. That is, it's really, 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 really amazing. So moving on from the AI, let's look in. Main camera moved from S25 Ultra f1.7 aperture down to f1.4. And the 2 key things here is low light. Grain and noise on Samsung low light has significantly erased in the S26 Ultra. And what is impressive is that the video quality, in the daytime now, or where there's good lighting, or even in low light, is now very close to that of iPhone. Of course, iPhone have its unique, color texture and color science, but the video quality in terms of sharpness, clarity is getting close. So, but that improvement in the aperture, getting a wider aperture, about 47% improvement in light. That is a significant improvement that you will enjoy as you're taking pictures in the daytime, in the nighttime, the background effect, the bokeh effect, and you're going to enjoy that. Number 5, Samsung talked about the stability, the new improved video stability, but they didn't go to show in details what the horizon lock can do. Yes, they did show it a little, but that is a game changer. Like, you can hold your phone, turn it upside down, and it will keep the focus, the same format, the same arrangement of the video you are taking, the same way it is, even if you turn your phone upside down. That is mind-blowing. That horizon lock, for people who have shaky hands and all that, people, no need for gimbal anymore. You just take great smooth video without any problem or shakes. And let me just introduce you to the one that is actually most critical for me, which is the quick charge. Yes, that improved quick charge means you can get up to 35% of battery from 0 to 35% in 10 minutes. That is enough. And if you could do 20 minutes, you will be getting up to 61% of battery in 20 minutes. And if you do 30 minutes, you are up to 80%, which is practically good enough. And for 100%, 0 to 100%, you get in about 45-46 minutes, your phone is full. And I'm going to add the bonus here, which will make it number 7, but yeah, let's just call it bonus. Samsung introduced the Exynos processor, their own in-house Exynos processor 2600 with 2 nanometer technology. And they practically didn't talk about it in their launch. Like, how? Having a 2 nanometer processor, probably the first in the mobile industry. You're not talking about it. You know, this like Apple marketing, like the first industry leading, blah, 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 blah. You're not talking about, you're just calling the S26 Ultra the AI phone, while you have something that is the first groundbreaking in the mobile segment, and you're not talking about it. Come on, Samsung. Anyway, with all this thing, what I can tell you is that the Samsung S26 Ultra didn't come up with the hype, but as people start using it every day, the hype will grow. And it doesn't have the best of camera hardware, it doesn't have the biggest of battery and all that, but the Samsung One UI 8.5 and the experiences, the improved refined AI will make the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra the best all-round flagship experience in Android for the year 2026. Samsung, please, next year, you got to market user experience. You got to market every details of user experience, because there is lots user experience here that could take people up to 6 months, 1 year to discover all of them. And yes, the Samsung S23 is not that, mind-blowing improvement on hardware and stuff, but it is a proper refinement in terms of improving on the S25 Ultra, which is already a great device. Well, should I get it? I don't know. I might, maybe when the price comes down a little bit. But then I think there is so much in going for it that means it's going to sell probably more than the S25 Ultra. But time will tell. Let me hear from you in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and until I see you in the next one. It is peace. Subscribe. I see you.